I will now welcome you to the TCM lab. I will now demonstrate for you how the TCM plant outside works. I will show you easy inside the lab how the things work in the absorber and also the stripper. So I will start with this bottle. I will fill it with amine, which is a base. In the absorber, the amine comes in on top and flows down through the trays, going downwards, while the flue gas is inserted in the bottom and running upwards. So when these make contact, we will have amine catching the CO2. So I will now tell the weight. So that one is 0, and we have a temperature for about 22 degrees. And you will start seeing that when I add the CO2, the heat will increase and the weight will also increase. So it's a pretty fast reaction. The weight is increasing fast, and also the temperature is rising. So what happens now outside the plant is that the flue gas is running upwards, the amine is running downwards, and the amine is catching the CO2. So this is the catch part. Now I will just shut this one down so we can show the release part. When the rich amine falls down to the bottom of the absorber, it will be taken out, going through heat exchangers, and will go to the stripper. It will need heat to release the CO2 again. Now I will show the release part of the CO2. Outside in the stripper we are using steam for heat exchange, so we can release the CO2 from the amine. Because we have no steam here at the lab, I will use this substitution with acid. So what I will show now is that we have a rich amine which have been running to the plant, taken out from the bottom of the absorber. I will inject that to the acid, and you will see that the CO2 will release from the amine. I add this to the acid, and what you will see on the levels in the containers above is that you will have change in the CO2 will suppress the level in the container, so the one container will decrease and the other one will increase. So now I'm adding the amine, and you see the quick reaction. The CO2 releases from the amine and suppresses the liquid in the containers. So that is basically catch and release. That's how we do it here at TCM. We research for what amine to use to capture CO2 most, but to use less energy.